There comes a moment in your life when you realize you've been choosing everyone else. You choose their comfort over your truth. You choose their peace over your sanity. You choose their image over your reality. You choose silence over your voice until one day you wake up and don't recognize yourself anymore. That's what narcissistic abuse does. It slowly trains you to abandon yourself in many small ways. Not all at once, not violently, but subtly. You stop speaking up because it causes tension. You stop questioning things because it starts arguments. You stop trusting your instincts because you've been conditioned to not trust yourself, not trust what you see, nor what you hear. They tell you you're too sensitive, you're too much, or you're reading too much into things. And before you know it, you are surviving in a version of life that doesn't even feel like yours. But I want to tell you something that saved my life. You are not crazy. You are not weak, and you are not dramatic. You are responding normally to abnormal treatment. And there will come a day, and maybe that day is today, when you have to make a decision that feels terrifying. You have to choose you. Choosing you might mean losing people, being misunderstood, or being talked about, being called selfish, bitter, being called the villain. But let me cook for a minute. The people who benefited from you being kept small, confused, and silenced will always call your freedom selfish. When you choose you, it will feel wrong at first because you've been conditioned to feel guilty for having boundaries. But choosing you is not selfish. It is survival, it is clarity and empowerment. It is obedience to the voice inside you that keeps whispering, this isn't right. I deserve better. I don't have to keep putting up with this. When I was in deep pain and agony, I thought staying was strength. My ex-brother-in-law, after knowing some of the wicked and evil things and the constant cheating his brother was doing to me, he told me that if I truly loved him, I would stay with him. Let me cook again for a minute. Anyone who tells you something like this, after knowing you're constantly hurting from the hands of your abuser, does not have your best interest in heart. They're telling you in so many words that your pain isn't important enough, that you need to be safe, healed, and whole from this person. Don't believe this lie. You can't heal in the same environment that's constantly hurting you and destroying you. I thought enduring was love. I thought self-sacrificing proved loyalty. But love does not require self-betrayal. Strength does not require self-destruction. And love should never cost you your identity. Choosing you might not happen overnight. Sometimes choosing you starts quietly, listening with earbuds, learning in silence, planning in private, healing and detaching before you escape. That's a beautiful thing. That's choosing you. You don't have to be loud to be strong. One day you will look at yourself and realize, I deserve peace. I deserve safety. I deserve respect and honesty. And I deserve to wake up without being in fear. And that day, even if your voice shakes, you choose you. Choose your healing, your sanity, your future, your children, your God-given identity. Choose your freedom. Because the version of you on the other side of courage is not broken, not crazy, and not damaged. You are powerful. You are clear and calm. And when you finally choose you don't lose everything. You lose what wasn't worth holding on to in the first place. By choosing you, again, you choosing your clarity, sanity, freedom, joy, peace of mind, and it's all worth it because at the end of the day, you are most important. You matter too. So if you need one-on-one coach sessions, please, my info is in my bio. You can book a session with me at www.narcfreewithbarbarajones.com, or you can also hit me in my business phone number, 314-806-3110, and book a session that way. All right, be strong and continue standing on business.